I've been thinking about this concept of inner peace. And when I was first told by somebody that they don't have peace in their life, I was kind of struck by that. And I think the reason I was struck by that is because I've never ever thought about whether I have peace or whether I don't have peace. As I reflect on it, of course, I recognize that when I am in conflict with myself, that's when I certainly don't feel at peace. And what I mean by that is I don't experience myself as being happy. I thought I'd just do this video to, well, on some level, to clarify, well, one is, what does peace even mean? Two, in order to achieve peace and tranquility and stillness and living in the present and being mindful is an art. It's an art and it's a craft, and it takes discipline. There's a lot that's written on the subject, as you already know, and I've just been through some websites looking at different perspectives of how to experience peace in yourself. Let me talk not to what I've read, but from my own direct experience. One of the things that I'm very aware of is that in order for me to really truly experience peace, I need to find ways to relax. So I need to identify the activities, the things to do in order to relax. From my perspective, I like to read, I like to listen to music, I like to spend time in nature, I like to travel, I love to make art, take pictures, paint, do ceramics, do sculpture. I find that creates tranquility for me. When I'm doing that, I'm very much in the present, in the here and now, in the moment. And so that for me is fundamental. And what I mean by that is it means I'm in the here and now. I'm nowhere else other than here. The second part of it is I need to do things that nourish me, but not only nourish me in the way I've just described, but also to do things that gives my life purpose. Helping, caring, being supportive, being loving, being kind, not sweating the small stuff, and just showing gratitude for every moment of the day. The fact that I'm healthy, the fact that I don't have to worry about my finances, the fact that I have family and friends. And just to keep reminding myself of what it is that I have as opposed to what I don't have. So many people experience themselves as unrelaxed and not fulfilled because they've bought into this idea of things, material things that they need and want is going to give them joy and happiness. None of that's true. You know that, I know that. And if you don't know that, it's only a matter of time before you find that out. So what am I suggesting here? I'm suggesting that if you start to appreciate what you have, who you have in your life, your health, your well-being, that is the starting point. Not focusing on what you don't have, not focusing on the future, not focusing on the past, but really focusing on the present. The other thing, of course, that I'd suggest is mindfulness practice. Now, in my second book, Mindfulness and the Art of Managing Anger, I do talk about mindfulness practices. I'm not talking about sitting cross-legged on the ground with your incense and your tranquil music and your little maquette of the Buddha. What I'm talking about is that absolutely everything that you do, whether it's washing the dishes, whether it's driving through thick traffic, whether you are in a situation where you're not comfortable, is to give yourself permission to be fully present to whatever it is that you're doing, whatever it is that you're experiencing. That's the starting point. There are lots of techniques, audios, free podcasts on mindfulness practice and meditation. I would suggest listen to a couple of them. If they touch you in some way, then continue that. Take 5 to 10 or 15 or 20 minutes out of your morning and out of your evening just to go inside, check in with yourself, notice what you're experiencing, knowing what you're feeling, and really giving yourself permission to feel what you're feeling and what you're experiencing. I'm going to leave it there for the moment. But I'm going to come back to this conversation. Thanks very much for listening. Bye-bye.